Welcome to Hermosa Beach, California. My name is James Hahn, and I'm the senior pastor of Redeemer Presbyterian Church. We started our church 17 years ago to be a light in our city of LA and bring the gospel to the people there. Our church is a very small church. We have less than 100 people that attend our church currently. But it's always been our vision from the very beginning of the church to always be engaged in worldwide missions, to be engaged in the Great Commission to go make disciples of all nations.
Our vision at New Life is to present everyone mature in Christ. And the way we get there is by worshiping the God of the gospel, by growing in grace together as a community, and then importantly, by communicating the changeless Christ to a changing culture.
You know, the gospel is a global gospel. If you look at the scriptures, there is this call to go to the ends of the earth. And I think every Christian, every church needs to have that part of their ministry that has to be on their radar. So we do see the importance of not only ministering to the city, but also ministering to the world.
The church's relationship with MTW began as we started doing missions trips to the Philippines, to Cambodia. Those short-term missions trips ignited a personal passion as well as a passion in our church, really, for missions. When Lloyd came out with the 1% Challenge, it seemed like a natural fit for us, where we wanted to deploy our young people, our retired people, out into the field.
The 1% for our church in particular crystallizes and gives us intentionality about how our church can be part of missions. And it's not just being able to send 1% of our members to mission work, whether through MTW or other missions organizations. Beyond that, the 1% campaign means that we have to build a culture within our church to be a mission-sending church. A budget statement is really a value statement. It's not at the end of the day dollars and cents, but really a blessing and a resource from God that He has given the church as a tool and medium to reach our vision to send out missionaries. So we want to tie 10% of our 1 million budget in order to give that over to missions.
The race is coming, still my lips shall repeat, and not I, but through Christ in me.
You know, if you're a church that maybe hasn't got that involved in missions work, I think it's worth considering the 1% campaign. Start with taking a short-term vision trip, and then start talking about it, start preaching it.
It gives a target for every church. It gives them a goal, something to pray for. It reminds us about the importance of world missions, and it gets us engaged.
Not everyone may be called to be sent out. They may be called to give. They may be called to pray. They may be called to show hospitality for missionaries that come back on their home mission assignment.
Well, we've certainly seen the need for more missionaries on the field. And the 1% campaign is a terrific way to begin to meet that need.
First of all, that's very doable. You know, it's not overwhelming, and yet it really does cause the local church to think about the need to send out workers.
It's amazing when the horizons of your people get stretched and they begin to get a perspective on the world that's bigger than the walls of your church.
If each church is playing its part, the impact is exponential. It can make a huge impact all around the world.
The 1% is just the beginning. It enables us to dream bigger. It is the duty, and I think the responsibility of the church, to raise up missionaries, to really have that global mindset. It's easy for us to be narrow in our vision, in our local communities, but we have to begin to open our eyes bigger and to think about how can we support and send people overseas. What the field needs are more workers, and that's why the Lord tells us to pray that God will send out more workers.
Despise the cross, yet not I, but through Christ in